Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sends a written message to His Excellency the Indian Prime Minister. The works of the Khazan field project reach 90% of its completion. 250 million Omani Riyals are saved from the state's budget after the application of new pricing for oil and its derivatives. And now live from the news center of the Sultanate of Oman television, here we present to you the details of this news bulletin. His Excellency Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, received a written message from His Majesty Sultan Qaboos related to strengthening and developing the relations between the Sultanate and India so as to serve the joint interest of both countries. The message was handed over by His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, when he was received by His Excellency the Indian Prime Minister in New Delhi. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Macky Sall of Senegal on his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan sends a cable of condolences to His Excellency President Juan Manuel Santos of Colombia on the victims of the floods and landslides in the Colombian town of Moco. 110 million barrels were added to the Sultanate oil and condensate reservoir during last year to reach more than 5 billion barrels. Meanwhile, the total gas reservoir reached more than 21 trillion cubic feet. The average daily production of crude oil and condensate last year reached around 1.4 million, with an increase of 2.5%. The average daily production of natural gas reached around 112 million cubic meters, which include the imported gas. The Petroleum Development Oman pointed out that during 2016, the production of oil, gas and condensates reached more than 1.293 million barrels due to the decrease in capital expenses and operations regarding well drilling and management, as well as completion of projects. The Omanization percentage in the oil and gas sector reached around 79. The number of Omanis reached 13,554 with an increase of 3%.
Message today was that we had a very good year in 2016, and in fact I emphasize that you can always rely on PDO, whether it's about continuous improvement, whether it's about delivery against promises, whether it's about creating value for Oman. We had a banner exploration year. We identified a number of new opportunities both on the oil and on the gas side. On the oil, particularly exciting in the Shamar field opportunity. On the gas side, the acceleration of Taizir, the opportunities around Mabruk, quite a few prospects that we're very pleased. Finding costs on the oil side, less than $1.20. On the gas side, less than 30 cents per million BTU. In terms of key projects, I think the two projects that are very exciting at the moment are, firstly, Rabab Hawil Integrated Project, major development that looks at increasing gas production, but also oil opportunity, and the Mira Solar Project, the largest solar installation in the world. 1,026 megawatts is the target. Phase 1 is progressing ahead of plan, so we're very excited about the opportunity there.
The works of the Khazan field project for natural gas reached 90% of completion, and the production is expected to reach 1 billion cubic feet by the end of 2017. This was pointed out in a press conference held in Muscat. During the conference, it was clarified that an agreement will be signed on the 10th of April to establish Duqm refinery with an Omani-Kuwaiti investment. The Khazan field project is expected to increase the Sultanate's gas supply. Another such project is the Ghazir field, which is considered one of the biggest projects in the Middle East region. The Sultanate is currently witnessing a new era of projects through the Oman Oil Refineries and Petroleum Industries ORPIC, namely Sohar Refinery and the Muscat-Sohar Pipeline Project. On the other hand, the Liwa Plastic Industries Complex in Sohar is the biggest industrial project in the Sultanate. ORPIC also pointed out a good amount of oil and gas production in a number of other fields. 250 million Omani Riyals were saved from the state's budget after the application of the new pricing of oil and its derivatives. This was stressed by His Excellency Engineer Salim bin Nasser Al-Aufi and the Secretary of the Ministry of Oil and Gas. He also said that the Sultanate will remain supportive towards improving global oil prices. The National Program of Promoting Economic Diversification Tanfeedh announced the initiative details of its laboratory as agreed with the new investors. The program reviewed more than 70 main initiatives and projects, namely in the transformative industry sectors, which include investments worth 70 billion Omani Riyals, in addition to increasing the investment contributions of the touristic sector. Under the theme, Research for Sustainable Development, the activities of the Second National Conference for Agricultural and Fisheries Research kicked off today at Sultan Qaboos University. The conference, organized by the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth in cooperation with the Agricultural Development Fund, witnessed the participation of more than 200 researchers. The conference seeks to achieve food security through increasing the number of agricultural projects in the Sultanate and to reduce dependency on imports. It also discussed developments in scientific research in the fields of agriculture, fisheries and livestock wealth. Around 200 researchers will present a number of work papers in which they will discuss the means of developing the sectors of agriculture, livestock and fisheries. They will also shed light on the partnership mechanism between the private sector and entrepreneurs to adopt these researches into projects. Al-Nama poultry project in the governorate of Al-Dhahira is considered one of the biggest projects in the Sultanate, which will provide around 70% of the Sultanate's white meat. By 2020, its monthly production will reach 60 metric tons. The dairy project in the governorate of Dhofar will provide around 6.7% of the local demands of dairy products. These two projects will create more than 1,000 job opportunities. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. A number of exciting paragliding shows were performed in the Wilaya of Ibri in the governorate of Al-Dhahira.
حياتنا اليوم تتغير بسرعة، ونحتاج دائما أن نخلي مساحة لكل جديد.
عشان تغير من قديمك لجديدك، حلك الأفضل هو أوليكس.
حمل صورة أغراضك اللي ما تستخدمها على أوليكس مجانا، واستلم فلوسك نقدا من المشتري. حمل تطبيق أوليكس وبيع قديمك عشان تجدد.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Within the aim to improve and use the students' energy, the 15th Scientific Festival was opened in Sultan Qaboos University, which is considered as one of the most important students' activities. The students' projects often involve using natural materials that have a low cost in manufacturing products which can present in the market, or will be presented in the market. His Highness Sayyid Kamil bin Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed presided over the opening ceremony. The Municipal Council in the Governorate of Muscat revealed a package of multi-use projects within its working plan in the coming stage, topped by the Marine Front Scene project of Sultan Qaboos Port and Al Irfan City project. This came during the fourth meeting of the year for the second term, which was presided over by His Excellency Engineer Mohsen bin Mohammed Al Sheikh, Chairman of Muscat Municipal Council. The Council touched upon a number of topics such as the regulation of Omani child law, hereditary blood diseases, waste management, the beginning phenomenon, and hydrogenated oils. The members of the Council also discussed the relationship between tenants and landlords. The Council shed light on the car-paid parking meters in the Governorate of Muscat and the procedures of the municipal fines work progress and the main challenges in this regard. Approving the audited annual financial accounts for the year 2016 and the status of implementing the strategic plan of the fund and the programs being executed topped the discussions of the meeting of the Board of Directors of the Civil Service Pension Fund. The meeting reviewed the follow-up report of the procedures undertaken to implement decisions and directions of the previous meeting of the Board of Directors. It also discussed the status of accomplishments of the current projects implemented by the fund. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service, Vice Chairman of the Board of Directors of the fund. Al-Ru'ya newspaper held a ceremony in the Governorate of Muscat to honor the 26 winners of the 6th Al-Ru'ya Business Award 2017 under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masood Al-Sudaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry. The significance of the award represented in cementing national initiatives celebrating Omani youth achievements, highlighting their intellectual, technical and innovative accomplishments, and to motivate their innovations in a manner that enhances their contribution in the renaissance of their country. To give a chance to job seekers and those who are already working in the private sector to gain extra income, the Minister of Manpower held a workshop concerning part-time work under the initiatives of the Work, Market and Employment Laboratory within the national program to enhance the economic diversification Tanfeedh. The workshop also covered the employment of colleagues or colleges and university students and all the inquiries regarding providing them with a chance to work within these initiatives. A new device was launched in the Skull IX exhibition through which the parents can monitor their children after leaving the home to school. The exhibition also focused on displaying the latest educational, health and safety services provided by private schools. It included a number of pavilions on traffic safety and social issues. Friendship and Peace Journey to the Land of Peace, Oman is the title of the motorized paragliding and drone activity organized in the Wilaya of Ibri in the Governorate of Al-Dhahira. The activity included a number of exciting paragliding shows performed by Al-Dhahira paragliding team and other teams from Gulf Cooperation Council countries, Europe and Thailand. The participants in this event emphasized the importance of organizing such events in order to exchange experiences in this field and enhance touristic movement.
تذكر أول لما كنت تحوم بسيارتك وتدور على بيت للإيجار؟ الحين صار الموضوع أسهل مع أوليكس. اختار الحي والمنطقة اللي تريدها واستلم البيت اللي تبغيه. حمل تطبيق أوليكس ودور بيت أحلامك.
This is the Sultanate of Oman television, and now the general weather focus. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas overlooking the Sea of Oman, with chances of scattered rainfall. The rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be north to northeasterly light to moderate, occasionally active over the coastal areas. Seas will be moderate to rough with the maximum wave height of 3 meters. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and now, before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sends a written message to His Excellency the Indian Prime Minister. The works of the Khazan field project reach 90% of completion. 250 million Omani Riyals are saved from the state's budget after the application of new pricing for oil and its derivatives. With that, we come to an end of tonight's news bulletin, brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. From the entire news team and myself, we do thank you for joining us. Wish you a pleasant evening and good night to all of you.